Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is me, Fanatical for Jesus. It's coming to you right now. I'm just gonna kind of like get something off my chest right now. Like, I recently just heard about a church, like, that's, how should I say this? I guess there was a sex offender that was in prison for, I think, for like a year and a half or whatever, and he repented, and he got out, like, he repented, and turned to Jesus. And while he was in prison, though, he was listening to the certain pastor over the radio, like like every day or every Sunday or whatever, because this certain church like does radio broadcasts, and he was listening to this pastor and everything. And when he got out, he wanted to go to that church, and it just so happens that this church has children there. So like, I mean, he got into the church and everything, and but there's this big huge controversy now about whether or not they should accept him, and it's like kind of split in half. Here's my thing about it. Like, it shouldn't be like that. I mean, who's to say that that sex offender is any better than anybody else? I mean, you get like right now you're over here, you're having um church, I mean, these are church people essentially. They're saying, "Oh, he's a sex offender, so he's not ever gonna change. He's always the same," and blah 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 blah. And really, I mean, I'm sorry, but that really, now I'm gonna say that pisses me off, to be completely blunt and honest. Show me where in the Bible it says that a sex offender is any different than any other sinner out there. I mean, if he truly repented and and God is changing him, then according to 2 Corinthians 5:17, he's a new creation. So why are we still holding his past against him? And it's not only him, I mean, it's anybody. I mean, the church. All right. Like the church is out here. We're called to reach a lost and dying world. We're not called to sit here and make judgments on people and say, "Oh, that person's not good enough. He can't come into the church." Like he's not going to change. He's a different kind of sinner than other people. Like who are you to judge one person from another? Like who gave you the God-given authority to say what sin is greater than another? No one. Like as long as he's changing. I mean, okay, I do admit that the church shouldn't have just accepted him in right away. I mean, he's a sex offender and there's children there. Like, so I do admit what they should have done to take precautions because they do have an obligation to protect those children. And since they don't know this guy, he just got out of prison and everything. Like, I do admit they should have. What they should do is make him go to like, cause I mean, churches do Bible studies. So what they should do is make him go to an adult Bible study for a while because there's no children at those. They make him go to one of those for a little while till they get to know him and he could prove that he's changed, that he's different, and then gradually bring him into the church at when he like earns trust and he like and people like get to know him and everything as a person. I mean, so I do admit that right there is kind of messed up. That is like irresponsible for the church to just accept him in right away without without taking precautions because if he turns out to be a fake Christian and he's only using that as he only used that as an excuse to get out of prison, then and one of those children gets molested, then that's on the church. So yeah, they should have took precautions. I mean, and they still can today or right now. So it's not like it's too late. Uh, um, but that's a side note. Anyways, I don't know, but like you're getting church people saying, "Oh, like pedophiles are different than other like," then they're saying, "Oh, like drug addicts and alcoholics can change and blah blah blah." So, how, show me where it says that in the Bible that where it differentiates between actually in the Bible in the Corinthian church there was a guy in the Corinthian church that, I mean, he wasn't a sex offender. I mean, he wasn't a child molester, but he could be labeled a sex. I mean, he had sex with his father's wife, and like, I mean, and like, Paul did tell that church to cast him out, but that was only because the church was sitting there celebrating, and Paul was saying, well, what are you guys doing? Why are you guys celebrating about this? You guys should be mourning. But that's different. And Paul did tell them to bring him back in and to accept him, like, because yeah, the health of the church comes first. Like a little, like, so yeah, I do understand that. They're like, but the church, I mean, we're supposed to be a hospital for the broken. And if this guy's coming to the church and all of a sudden we turn him down, what kind of message will that be sending him about Christ? I mean, have you guys ever thought about that? I mean, these people are so concerned about how they're gonna look, and I mean, yeah, I mean they are concerned about the safety about their children, and that's why I'm saying, like, to protect the children, don't automatically bring them to the church right away. Put them through some adult Bible studies first, where there's no children there. Get to know him, and once he gains trust and everything, then gradually bring him into the church. Don't just, I mean, because for all you know, this guy could turn out to be the kindest, most godliest person you have ever met. And instead, you guys would never know that because y'all are casting the first stone and basically shutting him down before you even get to know him. And that just, I'm sorry, this is just really, really heartbreaking. I mean, the church should not be like that. We should not be discriminating against these people at all. I mean, like how, I mean, what if Jesus, instead of dying on the cross and reaching out to us, what if Jesus like told his father and said, you know, these people aren't gonna change. Like they're evil, they're sinful. Like let's just let them be. Like forget about it. We don't need them. Blah 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 blah. Where would that leave us, personally? And it just makes me mad when I see Christians just like hate on people. Like, I mean, it's this self-righteous attitude that makes me mad. I mean, it literally really does piss me off when I see these self-righteous Christians thinking they're better than everybody else. I mean, no, I got a newsflash for you. You are not better than anybody else. I guarantee you that if we were able to see inside your head and see what's in your hearts, there would be things in there that would make that child molester look like he's a saint. I mean, have you ever thought about that? Anyways, like, I apologize if this video is coming across like I'm angry. Like, well, I am angry. I'm pissed off, actually. I mean, like, I'm really, really, like, pissed. I'm hella pissed right now. Like, I literally, like, I was in tears when I heard about this. I really was. Like, I broke down crying. I mean, this is ridiculous. Like, it really is. And, anyways, like, I'd like to know what your guys' thoughts on this is. So please comment and rate below. Peace out and God bless. Deuces.